How good, ladies and gentlemen, was that Illustrious kill? I mean, it was ugly and it was messy and it was the last of many attempts, but you got to admit it was epic. Well done, Prissa. Well done, everyone. We're now 5 of 7. Can we get 6 of 7? I hope we can. That was a great kill. We know we can do it. If you haven't checked out Aftermath's video of the Illustrious kill, do it. It's awesome. He always makes great videos, but the new intro, the music for this one, it's all very nice. If he'd zoomed the camera up at the end of the fight to watch the person flying around, it would have been better, but that's alright. Still a really good video. Okay, State of the Guild for November going into summer. Few things to talk about here. First is that patch possibly next week, possibly the week after. We know that the current arena season finishes on the 29th. Possibly that week, possibly the week after, depending what you read or who you listen to, but we've got to be prepared for it. And I just want you to cast your mind back, guys, to where we were at the start of Firelands. At that time, we had not killed Alazir, we had not killed Chagall or Nefarian, so we were 9 out of 12 on normal. Now we are 5 out of 7 on Heroic for Firelands, possibly 6 out of 7. There's no reason why we can't get Beth to like this week, more on that later. So we are going into the next patch a lot more prepared than we were last time. We've got a much better team dynamic, a lot more gear and experience behind us. We're still not quite where a lot of the top guilds are, and I expect that they're going to move through 4.3 quicker, but we are sharpening our blade and we're moving up, so I really think we can get a much better start in the next patch. So to get Beth to lag, we are going to push this week, next week if we have, to get that 6 or 7. It would be really nice to get that Beth to lag kill. It's a hard fight. We've struggled on it so far. We left it to last because it's the trickiest one in there, but we can do it, and we've really got to push to get it done. So be ready for that. Alright, with regards to the raid composition going into 4.3, you've probably noticed there's a few changes in the guild. The first one is that Yodoshi is stepping down as raid leader because he's taking some time off for his wedding, and there's a lot of preparation involved in that, of course. And Aquarian is our new Gunshi, our raid leader, so he'll be taking us through content from now on. I want to say a big thanks to Yodoshi for all the work you've done. We know there's a hell of a lot involved in being a raid leader. You do a lot of time on the PTR and researching, and you can see the results. We're now a much more solid raid guild than we were 12 months ago. Aquarian is going to do a great job as raid leader from here on in. He's done a great job so far in the last couple of weeks taking us through, and he's also been arranging a thank you from the guild for Yodoshi, which is Thunder Fury, the Molten Core Legendary, and I think that's very well earned for Yodoshi, and we'll add to our collection of legendaries. We got one at Warglaive the other night, we've got the bow from Sunwell, so we're getting quite a trophy cabinet there, so yeah, good all round. Also, we've got Snuzz and Fizzler doing now up to Samurai. Well done, guys. More paladins, the merrier, obviously. And we've got Ashigaru is Oops You Dead, the priest, who's now back in the lineup. Looking forward to raiding with you again, Bo. Sorry, Prissa, more priests. What can I say? And yeah, that's a good-looking raid group. Unless, of course, you've been counting playing at home with our healers. Now, we run slightly more than we need to, obviously, to fill gaps. So we have 3 tanks for 2 tank spots. We've got 4 ranged going for 3 or 4 ranged slots. 2 melee going for 1 or 2 or possibly 3 depending what we need, and 5 healers going for 3 or 2 slots. Now, obviously that's not ideal for gear and progression to have so many healers, but we've seen that we do struggle for numbers with healers, particularly on Monday nights, so we have had to slightly over-recruit to fill that. Now, we're okay with this. We think that we all have a shared history, we enjoy playing together, so we're happy to have slightly more healers than we need to make up for the schedules. Isha, Ombo and Fizz at the moment can only make 2 nights per week, so we have to be able to cover that and have the right numbers on the right nights. Now, if you do have a problem with this, or you'd rather be in the kind of guild that progresses further, I don't know, whatever it is, feel free to say so. It's been a call from the officers and myself, but it's not an easy thing to organise these things, particularly when you're a close group and you're all friends. But you've got to be honest about these things. So please do. And we'll try and accommodate everyone so we can keep working together. Good. Now, 4.3 is going to have, of course, the raid finder, but at this stage we've got no plans to use it on our 3 dedicated nights. In your own time, knock yourselves out. You can get tier stuff, you can get gear. The gear is not quite as good as it would be on regular normal mode or heroic mode, but it is a really good way to gear up. And if you want to organize some people together to do it, then do so. You use the forums, or even ask if you want to use the in-game calendar. We might do it on Sunday nights, we're not sure yet, but the main thing is that we won't be doing raid finder on our 3 raid nights. Okay, I'm going to be putting up strategies for the first couple of bosses. I've put up the first one, Morchok, now. It's a piss easy looking fight, we shouldn't have any trouble with it. I'm also putting up new best in slot lists, so please respond to them promptly. And I'll put up the second and third bosses on the weekend, so that if the patch does hit next Wednesday, I'd like to have everyone has had a look at the first 3 bosses, and definitely the first boss, because that's an easy kill. There's also a new BH boss, looks a bit interesting. It's currently bugged on the PTR, you can't taunt, but again, it doesn't look too difficult. It is Barret and Hold, so we'll try and get in there and get some gear off that as well on the first or second night. Where are we? The Bushido queue. For summer, the dates are now finalised, so it is going to be the Australia Day weekend. Also, I should mention the raid break that we're taking over Christmas and New Year's. So from the 21st of January to the 21st of December to the 4th of January, that's time off. So no scheduled raids, be with your family, do what you do for Festivus, have a nice time, and we'll be back after that. But then we'll be taking a break, of course, for the Bushido queue. So we've got 3 weeks off over summer, which is quite a lot, so we have to really focus on the nights that we are doing. I know Christmas parties and end of year parties and whatnot are going to be around, so please let us know in advance if you can't make it, but we do want to be pushing through content outside of those holiday windows. At the Bushido queue, I'll be putting up a schedule soon with a list of events and things that are going on. Please also confirm if you're coming so that we can have an idea of numbers to organise food and beds, and if you can organise with people to get yourselves down there. I'll be taking one of my car, and Stuart Jarveg will be taking our family car, so we've got a few seats going around there, so let us know if you do need a lift down. A few things going on down there. Yeti's going to be doing some team building exercises. I'm going to be doing some Japanese Bushido stuff as well, which is open to all of the Samurai and the Bushi members. There'll be a lot of general just hanging out and partying, including drinking games and the Design Your Own Cocktail, which we'll be holding. So please come prepared, bring a drink, whatever you like. It'll be a blind taste test. You've got to impress everyone there, having the best drink you can, so that I don't know, we'll have some kind of prize. What else we got? All Heroics in One Day. This is something we did in TBC. It was fun. I've been talking to Hookie about doing a day where we do all the heroics and all the achievements in between, so that you can get the red Proto Drake gun. It'll probably be a dedicated 5-man squad, so if you do want to be involved, let us know. I'll put a post up soon. And Hookie has told me that there will be drinking for the whole day. I don't know, he seems to get this idea that we're all raging alcoholics. Who knows what goes on in that boy's mind? I don't know. So there we are. Patch is coming, be ready. Summer's coming, be ready. Bushido queue's coming, be there. It's going to be a blast. And thanks everyone for your hard work up to this time. More to come. Speak to you soon.